All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rechak Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles, and notice a great millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Wakim out there who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believe in the gospel. And it's the brother Quara Abad from the GMS Houston camp. And real briefly, I want to go into another lesson. And as you see from the title, it says, "Be thankful for what was revealed in part." You see, and I when I woke up this morning, I had this a couple precepts for this topic had popped in my mind. Just being thankful for what the Lord revealed unto us, man. That's why it says in part, because although it's not the full truth, well, I ain't gonna say the full truth because we do have the full truth, 100% of everything we need to know in order to get saved. But as far as, things outside of, so to speak, what's important right now, you know, the specifics of everything, in heavens, the details of the heavens, the details of Yahweh Shai, we truly don't know every single thing right now. It wasn't revealed to us. But the little that was revealed to us, as it says in 1 Corinthians 13, how we prophesy in part and we know in part. And that's why I got it like that in the title. Because just the little that the Lord did reveal unto us, that in part, we should be thankful for that, because the average person, the everyday person, they'll never find this out. And really not even the average person, a person, period. Whether you not average, below average, or an average person, above average, everybody don't get this, man. Whether it's in part or a little bit of the truth. A person will be glad if the Lord reveal unto them just something. But seeing we found out about prophecy, things that happened in the past, things that's going on now, the name of the Lord, the Most High Yahweh, the name of his son, Yahweh Shai. We found out about the chariots. We found out about all this stuff. Yahweh Shai coming, and missiles, and America being destroyed, Esau being the so-called Esau being Edom. All these things that was revealed unto us, it's a lot. But compared to what the Most High know and everything that it is to find out, it's just a little bit. It's just in part of the big picture. But that little bit, that in part the Most High gave us, the Wadi How Bashim Awashai for, because everybody don't get this. Everybody don't get opportunity to know what we know. To do what the Lord blessed us to do, man. Hit the highways and hedges and be able to go through this Bible and tie modern day life, this modern society, to this ancient book, man. Be thankful for that. Call Lord Yahweh Bashim Awashai. Let me get this real quick. Sirach 42. Just to get the point how the Most High don't reveal everything to his saints, to the angels, or to us, because the angels don't even know everything. But the little he do, though. But real quick, this is Sirach chapter 42. And I'm going to start at 16. It says, "The sun that giveth light looketh upon all things, and the work thereof is full of the glory of the Lord." It says, "The Lord have not given power to the saints to declare all his marvelous works." So the Most High ain't give power to his saints, to the angels, all the Israelites, to declare all his marvelous works. He ain't let us know everything there is to know. He ain't let us know how he came about and when he came about. We don't need to know that. What sandals Yahweh Shai, is he coming back with sandals? Or is he coming back with the, the kingdom, Like, we don't know all that shit. But what we do know is needed right now for salvation. That's it, that's all. But even the little we was given from the Lord, the everyday person will never get this truth. Even the above average person, you can't buy this truth, man. So it says, Sirach 42 and 17, "The Lord have not given power to the saints to declare all his marvelous works, which the Lord firmly settled that whatsoever is might be established for his glory. You see that? So that's why the Most High don't let us know everything, because if he told us everything that he know, then what will make him the Most High? We know what you know. You see, if we know how he came about and we know all his secrets, look, there could be a lack of fear. You know what they are? It's a saying, familiarity breeds contempt, right? People get too familiar with the Most High just because they know a little bit about him. No, see, that's why he ain't give us even a little inkling to know. Matter of fact, when we jump down, it says that we only seen a spark of the Most High works. We ain't even see. Let me see where it's at. We ain't even see nothing. Sirach 42 and 22. Oh, how desirable are all his works, and that a man may see even to a spark. We ain't even see none yet. But the Lord did open our eyes up to see, again, the Wadi How Bashim Awashai. Now let me get this First Corinthians, the 3rd chapter, 13th chapter, to hit that end part. So saying the Lord didn't give us everything, he did give us something. And this something we got is what we need right now for salvation. That's what it's saying in the book of Peter. I believe First Peter, the 3rd chapter. Second Peter, the 3rd chapter. I think it's First Peter, how it says that we have all things, we know all things according to godliness, roughly paraphrasing. But let's read this real quick. This is First Corinthians chapter 13. We're gonna get straight to the point. In verse 9. Right? First Corinthians 13 and 9. It says, I'll start at 8. It says, charity never faileth, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Now, do that mean a prophecy? Some prophecies ain't gonna come to pass? No, every prophecy will come to pass. You know, it just mean that once it do come to pass, then look, scratch it off the list. It's over with. It's done and over with. Right? We ain't gonna have to talk about it no more. It happened. Once the MOTB come to pass in the kingdom, nobody gonna be prophesying about an MOTB. It's gonna be failed. It's gonna be done with. It says, whether there be tongues, they shall cease, right? In the kingdom, ain't nobody gonna be speaking Spanish, Mandarin, right? Other languages, English. No, everybody gonna be speaking Hebrew. Because what Paul was going into in this chapter, well, in chapter 12 or chapter before this, he was going into a body, how we all different members of the same body, and we all got different gifts. Now, in this 13th chapter, he was saying, it's good to have these gifts, but what's the best gift? Yeah, it's cool y'all can speak in tongues. It's cool if y'all got all the mysteries and knowledge and know all the prophecies, but charity, brotherly love, man, being there for your brother, that's better than everything or anything. Right up there with prophesying. But it says, so he's saying, look, all these prophecies, one day all these prophecies go come and go. You speaking in these languages, look, one day that's go come and go. And it says, whether there'll be knowledge, it shall vanish. So the things we know now, a lot of these things go come and go. Now, granted, what we have, this understanding that we have been led into, the things we know will continue in the world to come. But the thing is, what we gonna know in the world to come, most of that we ain't get yet. Because what the Lord revealed unto us is what we need now to escape this world, man. That's the end part right there, which not a lot of people get. Because the next verse says, verse 9, for we know in part and we prophesy in part. And that's why a lot of camps, they say, well, see, Great Millstone, y'all don't have 100% truth because the Bible say that we know in part. We prophesy in part. So we ain't got everything. No, the thing is, we do got everything. We have everything we need to know for salvation. What we need to do to get out of here. What we need to do to escape Jacob's trouble. Right? To overcome the hour of temptation. How to repent. To do the work. We was given those things now, but every single detail we don't know. That's why we just read the Lord ain't give all the power to his saints to declare all his marvelous works. Why would he let us know everything he know right now? Even when we get in the kingdom, we still ain't gonna know everything the Most High know. But right now, the little we do have, and one, these little bodies won't be able to contain all this, the knowledge we gonna get. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. In 1 Peter 3, how it says we know all things that we need pretty much for salvation, man, for godliness. I think it's First Peter 3. Let me see. We can go back to that, and then I'm entered on that second. That's Sirach, the third chapter, because Sirach 3 pretty much says how more things are showed unto us than men understand. So be glad for that. I think it's Second Peter 3. Let me see. Let me see. No. Let me just type it in. This is Second Peter 1 and 3. So it's the first chapter, third verse. Second Peter chapter 1 and 3. Now check this out, because it's going into the knowledge. I'm gonna start at verse 2. It says, grace and peace be multiplied unto you through what? Through the knowledge of the Most High and of Yahushua our Lord, according as his divine power have given unto us all things that pertain unto life and godliness. So according to the Most High divine power, he have given unto us all things, not some things, not a little bit of knowledge, not a little bit of truth, 100% of it. But what's the things contained? All things that pertain unto life and godliness. How to get perfect, man. How to make it on the chariot. That's what we know. You see, we know we was told how to repent, how to live in this current world. Like it's saying Second Entrance, I believe 7, that the Most High have given straight commandment of of what we should do to live once we come on the earth to avoid judgment, and what we should do to be saved. Simple as that. That's what we know, right? The laws, so on and so forth, how to treat a person. That's the things we was told. We don't need to know all the deep, dark secrets and what color the Most High garment is, and how Michael look. You think he got a big fro, a little fro? Do the Hawashai, you see what color his chariot gonna be? We don't need to know all that right now, but the Lord have given us all things, although it's in part compared to the big picture. What the Most High have given us, although it's a small portion of the big picture, is way more than the average person in this world will ever get. They'll never get the end part. And see, man, that's why I want to put thankful, because, we get the truth and we find out about this stuff, and there's so much to learn and there's so much to find out about, but just the little basics we know, finding out the Most High dark-skinned man, finding out Yahushua dark-skinned man, that we Israelites, right? Just a simple thing is, it's not a simple situation, but the transatlantic slave trade, that's in the Bible. You see? The basics, who these nations are, the so-called white man, he the nation of Edom. That's a big deal, because everybody don't even know that. But to us, now, because we know it's more, it's a little bit and it's in part, but to the world, they'll never get the small in part that the Lord opened our eyes up to know. Because at times in the truth, you could look at, growing more and finding out more precepts and breakdowns and get more revelations and dreams, but just a little bit the Lord gave us is enough. It's enough. Look, the apostles been doing the BTTBs lessons, back to the basics, right? Because the basics is enough. You know how in the truth we find out is milk and then meat, right? The milk is the basics, the meat is the deep knowledge. But it's the thing. That's in the truth, because it's more that we finding out about. But to the world, the milk, what's milk to us, the basic topics, what's milk to us, that's meat to the world. It's milk to us because we in the know, the apostles lace us up on certain things that haven't been revealed as far as like a breakdown, but is in the spirit of things, right? We could get them things, you see, hearing about the Lord and the skin color, the angels. It's not just that, because it's become milk to us and we put it behind us. It's just that we hear it so much, we hear it so much, we understand it now. So I ain't gonna say it as if it's not a big deal, but when people of the world hear what we know as milk, the basics, that blow their mind because that's far out for them. So you see, we got what's in part of the big picture, but they don't even got this small portion of the import the Lord gave us. So be thankful for the import. Now the bit we do know is what we need to get saved. Let me finish this. Peter, 2 Peter 1:3. According as his divine power has have given unto us all things that pertain unto life and godliness through the knowledge of him that have called us to glory and virtue. You see, so we have all things that's gonna get us saved because it's much more to find out. But let's go back to this because First Corinthians 13 says and 9, for we know in part and we prophesy in part. So we ain't got the big picture, the whole thing. It says, but when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away, right? When Yahweh shall come back, that's when we gonna know everything. That's when he gonna open up our minds, which we're gonna have the bodies to hold it all. That's when he gonna show us everything, man. Right now, what's the point? What's the point of bringing out deep dark secrets when the average person who listening, they just trying to get the milk anyway? You see, what's the point out there on the highways and hedges trying to, go into certain deep things and things we talk about amongst the body? The average person, they don't even know the milk. You see? Well, let me get this real quick. This is Sirach 3 and I end it. This is Sirach 3, and I'm gonna start at 17. Sirach 3 and 17, it says, my son, go on with thy business in meekness, and so shalt thou be approved of him. And so shalt thou be beloved of him that is approved. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. And that's another thing. Even knowing what we know, that's not a thing to put ourselves on a pedestal because we know this and other people don't. Because again, the quicker the Lord gave it, the quicker he could take it. And it ain't nothing we found out about on our own. It's a gift. So the more we know, it's not for a purpose of bragging or showing it off or stunting with it. What the Lord gave us this truth for us to edify his body and to feed his sheep until he come back. That's it, and that's all. Hoping we're a part of that number ourselves. So the more the Lord give us, the more humble we should be. It says many are in high place and of renown, right? Many people popular, got a status in this world, known, got money. It says many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. For the power of the Lord is great, and he is honored of the lowly. That's who the Lord gonna give this truth to. Those who serving him and those who because the people in this world have other things to do than listening to a YouTube video of men speaking about the Bible or reading the Bible. They have other things to do. So the Lord gonna tend to those who tend to him. But this the point. Verse 21. Well, we reading it to the point. 23 is the point. Verse 21, though, it says, seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength. Right. The end part that the Lord did allow us to know, be thankful for that. We don't have to go out and try to now you reading the lost books of Adam and Eve. You see? The lost books of Adam and Eve, the letters of Barabbas, you know, the secret mysteries of Enoch and what's old dude who they chose over Yahweh Shah? Barnabas, the secret letters of Barnabas, the day he was let out. You reading all that other, looking into Scientology and a Grammar Komori and a Bar Mentho. You looking into all that. You going like Esdras. He tried to ask about things that the Most High had going, and the angel said, "Look, if you could answer some questions that I got for you, then I'll tell you everything you want to know about the Most High." So the angel said, look, weigh me the weight of fire. Tell me how much fire weigh. Bring back the past. And what he said, oh, show me the face of a voice or show me the face of the wind or something like that. Ezra said, man, I can't do that. And the angel said, right, I asked you to do stuff about things that's on earth like fire. That's been around since you've been living. The wind, That's been around since you've been living. I'm asking you about things that you see on a daily and you can't even tell me about them. Then why would I tell you about things that's going on in heaven with the Most High, Esdras? You see, the same thing for us. This in part, this little we know is enough for us. I'm okay with if all I found out was the Most High and Yahweh Shai is a dark skinned men. And UFOs, that's the chariots of Israel. Salvation only for Israel, not all nations. That's enough right there. That's enough. You see? Really, all you need to know is salvation for Israel. And that's enough. The Lord only loved one people. Because in the world we weren't taught the milk. So hearing the milk was like meat to us. It blew our. So because we did a couple years in the truth, and we spoke about the milk a lot. Don't downplay that, man. There's some heavy stuff the Lord opened our eyes to see and our ears to hear. It says, seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength. But what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence. But the job we have been given, look at that with some respect, man. Because the Lord ain't have to give it to us to do. He ain't have to let us know that the Gentiles can't be saved. Yeah, he could have let us know another big mystery, but what he did open our eyes up into, man, take that and run with it. You see, because he didn't have to give it to us. Two, he could have gave it to somebody else. If we think, the milk, oh, that's just the milk, that's just the base. No, that's a big deal. The milk is the basics is a big deal. Before you can find out other things, just start with the basics. But what is commanded thee, keep it simple. See, keeping it simple. Don't worry about other stuff, but just what we was told to do and to teach. But what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence, man. Look at that with respect. Because everybody ain't getting this truth, and everybody ain't gonna be able to do this work. So what we've been blessed to do, this opportunity, look at that with some respect. It says, for it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret. We don't need to know what's outside of the in part. Yeah, I know the Lord gave us in part, but I don't know. Well, it's okay to what's the word, speculate or extrapolate of things that's gonna be what we go do in the kingdom, how it might be in the chariot. That's okay because we looking forward to those things. So we talking about it. But as far as finding it out and trying to find a precept so you can do a lesson and going into a breakdown, it's the breakdown of the lost books of you see Joseph in jail. Ain't no point in that. It says, for it is not needful. We don't need that. It ain't convenient. It says, for it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret. For what? Even if you do find out how the angels look, it was a dude a while back in Florida did a video. His daughter drew a picture, and he did a lesson. Said, "See this how the angels look?" Because my daughter drew this picture. This how they was created with the light, and then this chromosome and that chromosome. It's like, bro, what? What? Because his daughter drew a picture, and he went to breakdowns on it. For it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret. This is the point. And be not curious of unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thee than men understand. The end part is far more than enough. The little bit that's a little bit to us is far more things are showed unto thee than men understand. The little bit that we do know, what we know is milk or BTTB, back to the basics. Men will never find this out. It's more than they can comprehend. It's basics to us, it's milk to us, it's meat to the world. They'll never get what we know as deep breakdowns of meat because they can't get the basics. So just being thankful for what we know, the little things. It ain't all about trying to find out the deep breakdowns, man. The basics, where is that? That's the one. That's the foundation. Would get you rooted in the first place. And remember, that's the excite. These are the things that when we came into the truth, we was so, you was that excitement you had to find out you was an Israelite. You want to tell everybody, right? That ain't come off no deep breakdown. That ain't come off no deep breakdown. That came off us hearing the basics. Us hearing, look, I remember I was so, and although we could say, yeah, I know the people in the Bible was black. I knew God and Jesus was black. But to hear precepts that the Most High and Yahweh Shai is so-called dark-skinned man, that blew my mind and that made me feel so good. You see, it wasn't no deep breakdowns or, the second Esdras 11 and 12 and you know, all this that made us come into the truth. Us hearing the basics, that's how we met Sophia, man. You see? That's how we fell in love with that first love. From her keeping it simple with us. Hey, because the truth like a woman. A woman, you don't want to meet no woman who doing too much. Her ass all out. She extra doing too much, all in public. You want somebody to keep it simple. Keeping it simple, ain't doing too much, basic. Right. That's how that's how we met this woman. She was basic at first. Well, she's still, she's still like that, but she keep it simple, man. She basic. She don't like to be all in the right. That's the milk. That's the milk. Be not curious, second Edges 3 and not second Edges, Sirach 3 and 23. We gotta read 22 and 23 together. Really 21 and through 23 together. Let's read it. Now end it. Sirach 3 and 21. Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee. Right? Don't try to go above the end part. It says, neither search out the things that are above thy strength. But what is commanded thee, look, because we're going to get the end part one day. That's to say when Yahweh Shai come. Just wait till then. The other end part that we don't know. It says, but what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret. And be not curious in unnecessary matters. Why? For more things are showed unto thee than men understand. This in part that we know, men can't even get this. And it ain't that they can't get it. The Lord ain't bless them with it. That's enough right there, man. So seeing the Lord did bless us with the little bit of his glory, his story, his prophecies. That's more than the average person will ever get, man. You see? Then we'll get whatever else we don't know now when Yahweh Shai come. But we have been given all things we need right now for salvation, and it's more than enough. It's more than enough. Even when you look at the Bible now, because people go try to look at all these lost books and and the what uh Shem, what he wrote on the ark. You see, the lost letters of Shem. Ain't man, look what we got. The books we have right now is more than enough. It's enough stories in there, many faith boosting accounts, many things we need. How to live, how to conduct ourselves as a father, right? As a brother, as a man, period. Certain things, how to do this in everyday life, like in Sirach and Proverbs, how to please the Lord, how to live with the law. We got more than enough in the books we have. But what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret, and be not curious in unnecessary matters. For more things are showed unto thee than men understand. Come on, man. We already know enough. You see? And Shalom to Allah Akim Akwathu tuning in. Shalom to the Apostle Ramlab. He said that's a title for a lesson. The basics is where it's at. That's it. You see, the basics where it's at, because the average person will never find out the basics, man. But the Lord blessed us with the basics. Hey, the brother says some things are above our pay grade. And really, without the Lord, and see, that's the thing, without the Lord even opening up our minds, the milk, the basics, that will be above our pay grade. It's just not no more because the Lord blessed us to understand these things. That's the thing. It ain't about how much we study, it's if the Lord revealed it and he let our spirit receive it. Even though the milk is above Everybody pay grade, man. Shit, even to us, certain things about the milk is levels to the full understanding of it. For example, like the name of the Most High. We know, yeah, Yahweh Shah, we can hit the blue letter and all this, but I'm sure the apostles know more things to add on to it than we don't even get yet about certain basic things. So even the basics have levels to it, man. Even the basics got levels to it. You see? But I'm gonna end it right there. Okay, Khan. He said, okay, Khan, hey, Shalom. But yeah, I'm gonna end it right there. Ate the water for tuning in. Just that was just on my spirit. I was laying in the bed, woke up this morning, trying to think of something to do a lesson, and this kind of hit me. The end part is enough. The end part is enough, man. But Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Ate the water for tuning in to the apostle and to the Akim, any Akwat who may tune in as well. But Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory once again unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of great millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believing on the gospel. And keep fighting, keep pushing. We almost out of here. And with that, shalom. Eat the water for tuning in. Shalom.